morning, Elena. Thank you for being here. And also thank you for participating in the Global Groomer Health Conference. I'm very, very pleased to have you here.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me. It's an honor to be part of this.
Thank you. Could you just start by briefly introducing yourself and tell us what connects you to the grooming industry?
Hello, thank you so much for the invitation. My name is Elena Hompot. I'm a clinical psychologist and a psychodynamic psychotherapist, and I've always been fascinated by the special bond between dogs and humans. I own a grooming salon in Bucharest and also an academy for 12 years. So I've seen very closely how much impact humans and dogs have on each other. I was curious to find out more, so I recently conducted a research on the relationship between attachment to dogs and anxiety, and the results were really interesting.
Well, that's fascinating. So can you just give us an overview of your conclusions on this study?
Yes, so according to the literature existing already on the topic, attachment to dogs reflect very much the interpersonal attachment with humans. And I found out that a strong attachment to dogs is a good indicator for mental health. So if you have an anxious attachment, probably your dog will reflect very much your anxiety, and it can be an amplifier for the anxiety. So the dog will not function as, I don't know, a healthy being that helps you, I don't know, regulate or makes you, I don't know, more relaxed or maybe reducing your cortisol. It can be a factor of stress for you. So if you have a secure attachment, the benefits of owning a dog are really strong. But if you have an anxious or avoidant attachment, having a dog is not necessarily good, neither for you or the dog.
Oh,
Maybe it's simplistically simple explained, but the topic is really complex. I see very much in my salon and in my academy that the dog reflects anxiety for the owners, and I think it's a very good mirror that we can have, and we can work on this. So knowing what attachment we have is very helpful when relating to dogs.
that's fascinating. That's fascinating. So going back on our first topic, so what made you want to participate in the Global Groomer Health Conference in the first place?
Yes, I think this is a conversation the industry needs to have, and it's long overdue. And I'm very happy the conference gives voice to the real health struggles of professionals. And I see professionals are used to the struggle, and it's like it's normality for them. But it doesn't have to be this way. I think things can be done differently. Groomers care all day for a living being, and I think somebody needs to take care of the groomers. And thank you, Natalie, for putting all the effort into doing this amazing.
Thank you. Well, it's my pleasure anyway. Well, your talk is called Beyond Perfection, Self-Esteem Attachment, and Knowing Your Worth as a Groomer. So, without revealing too much, can you tell me why is this topic important in the discussion about health?
Mhm. I'll try to summarize a little bit. My topic has four interconnected pillars. It's self-esteem and attachment, and perfection and self-worth. Self-esteem is built in earliest years of development in a relationship with a caring figure, usually a parent. And the type of attachment that we experience as infants determine how we see the world and how we see ourselves. It's kind of paradoxical in a way that we build a sense of self through others. But it's very important that when we are babies, that we feel like we are the center of the universe for someone, so that we don't search for this the rest of our lives. And I will try to show how this profession has a great deal to do with these early years, how we reenact a certain kind of experience that needs to be repaired. Actually, this idea is connected to my research, and there are a lot of studies on this topic on attachment to dogs as an indicator of mental health, and the type of attachment matters. So during the years, I also trained professionals, and most of them told me they don't want to work with people anymore, and they love dogs. And what I take from this is that they need to return to being the dog, that a being that doesn't judge them, that loves them unconditional, and being this dog is like a safe heaven for them, as Bowlby told in said in attachment theory. And I think this is an idealized part of the job. And I think many professionals work from this space. And the tendency to give more than they have, or to sacrifice, to not take care of themselves, I think comes from this idealized part of the job. And it's important for professionals to understand from where their passion comes from, so they can make some changes. And the other topic is perfection and self-worth. And about this, having a, I don't know, being mature emotionally and growing means to have a capacity to tolerate ambivalence, knowing that one thing can be good and bad at the same time, and to actually live this contrast. The other one is the ability to tolerate frustration, like not knowing things or delaying gratification, fail, and so on. The need for perfection has no limit. And this comes from primary narcissism and the feeling of omnipotence or grandiosity, but also from deep vulnerability. An adult that chases perfection is a fragile adult. So what I see in the industry related to this is that professionals often forget about the body of the dog and their own body. And the focus is mostly on the external image, on the haircut, on the styling, on the beauty. And I think some questions that are worth asking are, is the perfect haircut more important than a good experience for the dog? Is your self-worth tied to a perfect haircut, or the quality of the care and connection you offer to the dog? And I think the need for external validation is normal and necessary, it's not wrong, but without a deeper meaning, it can drain you. So I invite you to have a deeper look at what makes you choose this profession and maybe reimagine it from a different perspective.
This is
I don't know if it makes sense. My take is a little bit deeper, but I think it's important to look this way.
No, it's totally makes sense. It's very clear, and I think your answer resonates in a lot of groomers. Well, it does in me actually. So I think it will resonate, and I think your talk will be fascinating. I'm really looking forward to it, even more now, even more now. Well, actually, that's the thing, that groomers are often very passionate and they are very demanding with themselves. So why can this affect their well-being?
Mhm. I think passion is not bad. Passion is like a fuel. But when passion means more dogs, more perfection, more struggle, making everyone happy, or being hard on yourself when you make a mistake, I think that passion can become a burden.
Yes, so true. And you see, when we talk about groomers' health, a lot of people will automatically think about physical health, but actually, what you're talking about is a mental health. And I think, emotional health um, should be part of the conversation. That's what we are doing. So, but although why do you think this topic should be part of the talk about groomer health?
Firstly, because dogs are emotion readers and they are very sensible to emotional changes.
Yes, they are.
They need to feel safe in order for us to do our job. This profession is highly emotional, and I would say that emotion is actually the tool, not the scissor. we are we use it every day, and we have to take care of our emotions. And also, a tired body is not only from standing. It's also we get tired from repressed anger, from frustration, for poor affect regulation. So this caring profession needs space, a space like this when we can talk about the hard parts of it, and maybe being together makes it a bit more clear, and we can also find solution to work healthier.
Yes, and it's more difficult to work with dogs and our emotions because when we work with humans, we can put a mask on and it's okay. I mean, some people will be a bit perceptive maybe and will feel something is odd, but with dogs we can do that. We can still put the face on. They will still know what we're feeling, what the real emotions are behind.
Yes, that is a blessing, but also a big challenge.
Yes,
The,
yes.
the truth is a big challenge.
Always, always. So, what do you hope groomers will feel or understand after attending your session?
Mhm. I hope they will be kinder to themselves and understand the deeper meaning of doing this job.
Yeah, that's nice. That's a nice thought. And so, why should groomers join us for this conference?
I think the most important thing is that they will not feel alone, and that is very important. Being with others that share the same values and that share the same struggles is very helpful. It's a corrective experience. And of course, they will get many practical information that they can use in their salon and for themselves. And also, it's nice to be part of a change. I feel this conference is part of a change that the industry will have in the following years, and it should be it should be nice to be part of this.
Thank you. Yes, I think it's gonna be a good stepstone for something bigger. And groomers health has been overlooked for so many years, and forever. And this is something we all together, all the speakers of this conference, we are very well aware of, and we want to change things. So I think it's important we work all together on that, and that, as you said, groomers need to know that they are not alone out there because it's very difficult when you struggle on your own. But when you struggle and say, "Oh, okay, I struggle, but I can talk about it with others. Some people are sharing my struggle. They know how I feel, and just the fact that somebody else feel the same way than you do, well, you feel understood and you feel better. That's the first step of feeling better."
What you said now, you describe the mirroring effect. And also the dogs need this. They need someone to understand their struggle. When they see that you understand the struggle, they calm down. So it's the same with us groomers. When we see a peer that understands our struggle, we co-regulate together.
That's wonderful. Let's all co-regulate together. Well, thank you so much, Elena. I'm not going to take too much more of your time, but that was a very lovely talk. I really enjoyed it. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much, and I'm looking forward to the conference and sharing more about the topic. Thank
Me
you.
too. Thank you. Have a